not every employee that works for you really understood how to run a business. So, I think, is that where like Great Game of Business came into play? So let's talk a little bit about those, EOS, Great Game of Business.
This is an incredible story of a company, really. And it's the story of Jack Stack and his rise. He hasn't fallen. His only rise from the time when he was, I guess, a plant manager or a general manager at a remanufacturing facility in Springfield, Missouri. And, corporate came in and say, we're shutting you down. And, Jack said, what do you mean? I'm hitting all my numbers. And then since learned that there's this huge hole in business today where people think they're doing the right things, because he was, as far as he knew. And ultimately, the only scoreboard that actually matters are the financials, right? So what he did was he designed a system called the Great Game of Business, and he employed it in his company and then companies. I don't know how many companies he has, but he's a tremendous success story. And he employed this methodology in each of his companies. And then I think 10 years ago, maybe a little bit more, he started a company called the Great Game of Business, wrote the book, and now that portion or that company within his family of companies also shows private companies like us, both of us, how to run your company from an open book perspective. And it's all about, here's what I always, this is what puts it in context. You teach people how you make money, and they will then figure out how to improve it. And it's kind of that simple, right? There's the financial side of that, and it's really important, but also people like to win, or at least winners like to win. And people like to be engaged in something where they can see how they're making a difference. So it's a really good tool for that.